Hello everybody, happy Tuesday with Coach in the Car. Well, I call it Coach in the Car because I've got 4 kids in the house. They make too much noise and I can't do my live, and I've been waiting for 10 years but more kids keep coming, so I started to do it in the car, but now they're joining me in the car as well. Now today I want to talk about miracle is in your mouth and the word you speak, and how it's gonna affect your life. Hello Simon, say hello to everybody guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Mommy. Hello.
Hello Neil. Hello Neil, Adam, how are you? Thank you for watching. The power is in your mouth. Whatever you say, it will come to you. It's okay to believe positive and read positive stuff, listen to positive stuff, but until you don't say it, it doesn't come out of your mouth, it's not gonna work. As soon as you open your mouth, the miracles happen. For example, go and ask anybody who had to battle cancer and ask them, the one they never spoke positive. They never said, I'm gonna beat this cancer. They never said, I'm gonna achieve this, I'm gonna do this. Before they achieve it, they were saying, oh, the cancer is beating me down, I'm gonna lose it, I'm gonna die in it, and they lost in it. But go and ask people who they won the battle with cancer and see what they got to say. They believed in it and they said, I'm beating it, I'm winning, I've got I feel strength in me, and that's why they could beat the cancer. So whatever you say, that's what's gonna happen to you. Very important, the way you say stuff. As soon as you open your mouth, the positive side of the spirit is gonna open to you, and all the miracle, everything you want is gonna come to you. But before it happens, you have to speak about it. You have to say it. If you don't speak about it and you just believe in it, it's not enough. If you just have it in you and you think, I'm a positive person, but you never speak it, you never say it, then the miracle never gonna happen. And then you're gonna say, oh, you lose your faith and you lose all this stuff. I'm gonna tell you a story about myself. When I was a child, I saw a film. I was about 9-10 years old. I saw a film which this family, they had a disabled child, exactly the same condition my daughter's got now. And since then, every day I was thinking, what if when I grow up and I have a child, I'm gonna have a disabled child? What if, if this happened, what I'm gonna do? I start to plan everything. If my child was disabled, how I'm gonna do it, what I'm gonna do, and all this stuff. And guess what? When I was 19, I had my first child. And for the first 5 years, she wasn't walking. I had to put her on my back, carry her everywhere myself. And the doctors here, they gave up and they said she's never gonna walk. She's got cerebral palsy. Something happened to her when she was in the womb, and she never gonna walk. Now I had this bike accident, and I start to ask all my whys, and I start to be a positive thinker. Then in that time, I didn't want to deal with the doctors who they don't even believe in my daughter getting better. They said she never gonna walk. So I didn't give up. I said, I'm going to make her walk. Even if I have to make her walk, I'm going to make her walk. So I remortgaged my house. I got money out. I borrowed money from the credit card. And I started going around different country. I went to Italy. I went to Spain. I went to, Iran. I invited the doctor from America. Came to Iran to see my daughter. And one of the doctor only, he said to me, I believe she can walk. It's not going to be tomorrow, but I believe she can walk. I realized that is the doctor I have to deal with, because he actually believed in my daughter being able to walk. And what he did, he went the extra mile. There are medicine which has been made in Yorkshire, but they are being tested on different country because they want to make sure it's safe before they start testing it on us or giving it to us. I went back to Iran, and I can't believe it. I paid a lot of money for a medicine which was made in Yorkshire, and that doctor brought it, but that medicine was made for a 16 years old. That doctor, he opened the medicine, and then he mixed it with some more stuff, and then he created a medicine which was for the right age for my daughter, which was 5 years old then. She wasn't speaking, she wasn't talking, she wasn't walking, she wasn't doing anything. I had to feed her. I had to even help her to do, go toilet, because she didn't even know how to do that. As a cerebral palsy person, you have to teach them everything from the start. You know, even how to eat food. You have to talk very basic with them. We had that medication and we came back here 3 months after. My daughter started walking. I had an appointment with the same doctor, same consultant here, which she said to me, your daughter never gonna walk. And I was holding the hand of my daughter and I walked into the office of the doctor and she stood up and she said, oh my God, this is miracle. I can't believe it. You know, your daughter is walking. I said, no, doctor, this is not miracle. This is my belief and the way I believed and what I said and the positive doctor, positive speaking and the right medicine, which we had the medicine here as well. But you never wanted to use it, you know? But from the start, that doctor had a negative attitude and the way he was speaking, I knew this is not the doctor to fix my daughter. Since then, she started walking and she's getting better and better. And now she's on the walking frame. She walks with a walking frame. But you know what? Still, I believe I can fix her. And still, I believe she can walk properly without the walking frame one day, without anybody's help. And she will do it. But if I lose that, then she's never going to walk. Now, I start to work on her as well because she needs to believe herself as well. And she needs to say it and she needs to do the exercises she needs to do to be able to walk. Otherwise, she's not going to walk. How many cerebral palsy person you know, which they are sitting in a wheelchair and they never walk? I can give you lots of examples from religion, from Moses, you know. What's the difference between you and Moses? Moses speak, you know. Moses believed in his faith. You can believe in your faith, you can believe universe, you can believe in whatever. I'm not here to teach you religion, but whatever faith you got, maybe it's just a universe energy. If you have belief in it and you speak out of it and say, I'm going to do it, all the positive energy in the universe is going to be with you. Your creator is going to open doors for you. Universe is going to open door for you. You know, whatever you believe is going to help you to open those doors. And then you're going to see miracle. But you have to speak first. If you don't speak it, it's never going to happen. How many examples you know, people who they won the battle with cancer? Just because of the positive attitude they had, because of the positive speaking they had. You know, some of them, they start having faith just after they had cancer. Because they want to speak to somebody, you know, or you know, you don't have faith, speak to universe, you know, just say it. If you don't say it, your brain doesn't believe it. Now your thought become your word. This is very important. Listen very carefully. Your thought becomes your word, and your word becomes your norm. Your norm becomes your habit, and your habit becomes your life. Now, if you want a nice life, if you want to have good habits, you better start speaking positive. You better start believing in yourself and thinking you can do it. And say it, not just believe in it. If you just believe in it, it's not enough. You got to say it. You got to write it down, put it on a paper. That's why I have 176 pages of life, plan and vision. You got to see your vision. You got to see the glimpse of your future and believe in it until you can get there. But if you are just sitting and say, oh, I believe I'm positive, you know, I watch positive videos, or people saying be positive, it will not happen. Hello, Neil. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Sorry I didn't name each one of you. I was, concentrating on the subject I was covering. Thank you for all your support. Thank you, Martin, for watching. Thank you all you guys for watching. What do you think, Jan, about positive thinking? You used to be a very negative thinker and believe you can't do it. Do you remember?
Yeah.
So tell me, what do you think?
What
happened to you? Yeah.
You want to tell my story?
Yeah, what happened to you?
Okay, so when I was in secondary school,
Yeah.
on the first day, I was like positive. I was like,
Come forward so people can see you.
I was like really happy, and I was like, yes, another day of school.
Yeah, just.
I was like, yes, another day of school. I'm so excited. And on that first day, there was a couple of year 9s, and they were like, yes, new kids to bully, and they're like so happy.
But tell them about the second year when you started
And
getting
then,
bullied and you didn't want to go to school anymore.
So the first year, it was going great. I had loads of friends. I was getting good grades. And then year 8, I went to year 8 the next year, and that's when I started to have some problems. And there was some people in there that I thought, in my belief, I thought they were being mean to me, but I found out it's just me thinking negative. So I
So how
thought
do you
to
used to
myself-
speak when you used to come home?
used to-
You
I
used to
used-
say, you know, they are beating me up, they're gonna say this to me. That you had lots of
Yeah,
negative thought and
negative
negative saying and stuff. And the way you changed it was when you start saying positive stuff, you start dealing with the situation, and you start saying, I'm gonna defeat these people.
I was like,
You know?
I was like quite quiet. I wasn't how I am now. I'm speaking out on camera.
Yeah.
I was like, I wouldn't do more face cams and all this in my low down life person.
Yeah.
I didn't have any.
Okay.
I started learning how to make funnels, and I'm getting more better in life now, and I'm more positive.
Exactly. And do you keep? What do you do in the morning when you wake up? What do you say to yourself in the morning when you wake up?
I watch meditation. No, first I wake up, exercise, because as I am gonna be sitting on the computer all day, is you need to get some leg exercise. Then I start off with motivation and meditation.
What does that motivation and speaking when you're listening to it? What does it do to you?
It puts you in the mood and it wakes you up from
Yeah.
like your slumber.
It pumps your belief to believe you can do it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But does it work until you don't actually say, I'm gonna do it? I'm gonna go on a
No, like
channel and I'm
you know,
gonna do this.
you know when I used to go to school, I used to do the same thing. I used to watch motivation, but it never used to work because I never used to say it.
Exactly. You
But
have
now-
to say it.
Now when I wake up, I say I look beautiful, I'm very nice, and before I used to just say bad things about. I used to say I'm ugly, my teeth are out of shape, I have glasses that are wonky.
And this is what other people used to say to you,
yeah,
isn't
and I
it?
used to have a belief of
And
it.
you start believing on it and start telling yourself you're ugly, you got teeth like that, you're wearing glasses. But you don't do this anymore, isn't it?
No.
You know? We have a practice. You stand in front of mirror, say, you know what, I love you. You look beautiful. You know, you gotta have a belief in yourself. You gotta say it, you know, so you can believe it. This little one here, every day write letter for us, love letters, you know. She already knows. She has to say the word, you know. There's no point saying I love somebody until you don't say it. You gotta say it, you know. Every day she writes a love letter for me, Daddy, I love you, and you know, encourages me to live, you know, and keep going out there and do more. So remember, you know, the difference between a lion and, you know, whatever is eating, the cows or, you know, I don't know, you know, reindeer or, you know, buffaloes or whatever is eating, is only the thought inside the lion head, and also, you know, the way he's thinking and the way he's speaking to himself. You just need to look at the nature, you know, look at the bird, look at the eagle. What's the difference between eagle and a normal bird? Is the way he's thinking and the way he's
Right.
talking. You know, he believes he can fly. He goes all the way up there. You know, the little bird, they can fly, but they just, you know, they don't do it. They don't believe they can do it, and they don't say to themselves they can do it. You know, the lion is standing in front of the, you know, 10 buffalo, and he's not scared of them.
Even though they're
It's
stronger.
because he knows they are stronger. They can just squash him. But it's his belief of me, I'm a lion, you know, and they are my meat. I'm gonna eat them, you know. And the way he's speaking to himself powerfully inside his head. The buffaloes, they see themselves as a, you know, I'm going to be eaten now, you know, by this lion. They don't see how big they are and what they can do. They don't see their own ability, and they talk down to themselves. And when they speak down to themselves,
Get weaker.
they get beaten, you know. All you have to do is just look in nature, and then you can see. Ask anybody who beat the cancer and see they're going to say the same thing to you. You are a religion person, go and read Moses' story. How did he open the water? You know, how did he open the river Nile? Just because of the belief, and he spoke about his belief, and the river opened. Then the power came to him. You know, you followed David and Goliath. How did David defeated Goliath? You know, you're Muslim. What about the defeat Ali had to do in the fight of? He was only 70 people with 3,000 big army. If you want a religion, I can bring you lots of examples from religion as well. You are not religious. Just look at somebody who had the cancer and ask them how they beat the cancer. And they're going to tell you it's because of the word they spoke. And they could beat it. Now, if you have a giant in front of you, like a big death, if you have a cancer, if you have sickness, if you have a problem which you are finding it difficult to deal with, you have to speak out first. If you are suffering from, you know, addiction to something, drug, alcohol or something, the first thing you need to do, you need to speak out of it, you know. I am not having depression anymore. I will not be defeated by depression. I am not going to be defeated by this drug. I'm out of this drug. I'm not using it anymore, you know. You might think this is a fake belief, but as long as you don't speak it, you are not going to start doing it. You need to believe in it, you have to speak it, and then you can do it. And then you're going to be success in it. You know, you're going to see success and you're going to see achieving your goals. But you have to speak, and positive way of talking. You got a death, big giant death in front of you. Instead of keep saying to yourself, oh, I've got this death, I'm never going to get out of that. Instead, start saying to yourself, I am getting out of that. Until then, you are going to find a way to do it. Then the door is going to open to you. But if you're sitting at home and keep saying to yourself, I'm never going to get out of that. You know, I'm never going to defeat this cancer. You're never going to do it. You have to say it. Speak the word, miracles happen. I hope you enjoyed my video. And if you are enjoying my videos, please come to my group and, you know, we welcome you, and we make sure you're going to get something out of my group. I'm going to put the link to the group inside this, you know, in the description of this video on the top, and then you just can click in it and then just come to the group, and we're going to talk more details. Maybe we bring somebody one-to-one live and everybody else can watch, and then we help people one-to-one, you know, to overcome the problems they are facing, you know. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and join our group, you know, join our community, join my tribe, and, you know, let's do it together, you know, and go forward, and, you know, be a positive thinker. Because remember, your thought becomes your word becomes your norm becomes your habit becomes your life. What life do you want? You need to think about it, you need to speak it, and then it's going to become your norm, and then it's going to become a habit, and then you can live it. Then you're going to change your life. You can't change your life just like that. Remember that. You can take a note if you want. See you guys.
Bye.